It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Feral Brewing Company and it's their Biggie Juice. It's an East Coast IPA described as juicy. It's in a 375 milliliter can. Love the artwork there. Bit of a shout out going on to Biggie, the rap star from America. Let's get this can out into a glass, see what we get. Many thanks to Trevor for sending us the beer. Thank you, Trevor. Trevor from Australia. Looks good. 2-finger white head. Hazy yellow, light golden amber coloured beer if it wasn't hazy, but it's hazy, so I'm just going to call it like some kind of grapefruit juice. Let's get the aroma. Ooh, it smells good. I like Feral Brewing Company. I like their beers. I've had some really good beers from them. It's got that really kind of New England IPA juiciness going on with it. Orange, grapefruit, lemon. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, a little bit of an astringent bitterness on the back of the palate. I got that straight away. It wasn't as if we're going through the gears here, like a little bit of sweetness first, followed by loads of flavour, followed by like a slow building bitterness. It was like that kind of slightly astringent bitterness that grabs you right at the start and goes all the way through the flavour profiles to the very end, if you understand what I mean by that. Orange, nectarine, tangerine, touch of grapefruit, some mango, passion fruit. Lots of those kind of juicy, as they've mentioned on the side of the can, a juicy style beer. They've used lots of different hops in the beer to be able to create a lot of dry hopping to create that wonderful juicy taste. Pardon me. Very carbonated. Yeah, it looks really good. Smells really good. And tastes really good. Drinkability is fantastic. A really nice, drinkable, juicy beer. I like it. I really like it. Feral Brewing Company, interesting story with these. They're actually owned by Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola bought them out, which is really interesting because I've never known of a soft drinks company to buy a brewery. What do they say? I don't think there's much to say about the beer. It's safest not to drink whilst pregnant. Well, that rules me out then. Made in Australia, treat like milk, refrigerate when possible, and that's it. I mean, if you were to, I like a little bit of a description. If Coca-Cola, they're such a big company all around the world, if they decided to put this into kind of like major supermarkets, maybe it is in major supermarkets. I don't live in Australia, I live in Wales in the UK, so I don't really know where this is distributed to. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, there should be a little bit of something maybe on the side to describe what this is. Anyway, they haven't done that. I suppose it's in the beer aisle, so it's going to be beer in it, really. I'm ready to rate it, I think. Look at that. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Good looking beer. I'm a massive fan of Australian craft beer. I really am. And I'm interested to try now. I've had some marvellous parcels from Mick from Australia. Really fantastic parcels. And now Trevor's sent me some. And I think Trevor's sent me, kind of, Mick's been sending me the like boom ultra rare Australian stuff, and the Australian people watching it going, wow, I can't believe you got this beer so early on in its life, and it's going to taste amazing. I've loved it all. But this is more like general people supermarket shopping, picking up beers. This is the style of beers I think Trevor's decided to send me, and it'd be interesting to see the response I get from the my Australian public who tune in to watch me, to see if these beers are what they see as maybe average or okay or good. I think it's good. It's not that kind of level of ultra rare, mind-blowing. What's that one, Old Man Shouts at the Clouds? That was one of, if not one of the best New England IPAs I have ever tried in my life. It was terrific. Really terrific beer. Let's rate it. I like the beer. That initial, I was talking about that initial kind of astringency I was talking about. The more I drink the beer, the more that's kind of disappeared a little bit. More of a balanced beer now between the sweetness of the malt and the bitterness of the hops on the back end. I have not mentioned the malts very much. It's got a light kind of crackery, malty kind of flavour going on. I like it enough. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!